Hi there, welcome to Wednesday's market commentary. Here's a chart of the S&P 500 where the index was up about 7.5 points today, NASDAQ up 18, Dow up 38. Kind of a flat day, which is expected. Anytime you have a nice heavy day of selling, you expect to have a little bit of a bounce, not much. Ultimately, we should roll right back down again. So if we're taking a look at our chart here on the S&P, you can see our MACDs are still dropping down through here, so they're still a little bearish. We came up, we broke this uptrending support line a little over about a week ago now. Had some really positive news on Monday, gapped up and came right back down and filled that entire gap down through there. So what it said is we actually went lower than the previous low before we had the positive news on Sunday. So with that, a little flat day, you can see right up here today, which is a little bit of a flat day, but ultimately it looks like we're going to head right back down again. MACD still dropping, little tiny bounce today. Got support right down here, a couple areas. If you want to go to the ultimate support right here at 1200, or we can go right around 1205 right in through here. So we've got some pretty good support, and we should probably drop another 200 points or so on the S&P 500 before we start to bounce. So short-term bearish, longer-term bearish on the S&P 500, unless we have any really positive news to move the markets. It's going to have to be something really nice, because the whole bailout of Fannie and Freddie Mae to put a little bit of a ease on the housing market and financials didn't do anything to help the markets. So right now, short-term bearish, long-term bearish, with support around 1200 and resistance right back up here around, you can go a couple different areas here if we want to come across here, but we say ultimately 1300, or come across here at about 12.7. Okay, let's take a look at the NASDAQ and see what that's looking like. And here's a chart of the NASDAQ. You can see that our resistance line that was coming across here back from earlier this year all the way across and down here to just recently here in middle of August, late August, early September. We've got support right at resistance right here around 23.57. Line was drawn, and then we broke that line last week, sold off pretty quickly, bounced just a bit, and we came right back down below that level again here. So we're going to call this old support line, we'll call it resistance right here about 23.57, and we'll call support right back down in here around 21.67. right here is our support level. So we'll call support here at 21.67 and resistance 23.57. Short term, we're still a little bit bearish. We've got another 50-60 points to drop on the NASDAQ before we start to hit a bottom. MACDs are still dropping, haven't stopped dropping just yet, so we've still got some room to fall back. When we hit that level, though, we should start to see a little bit of an oversold bounce start to pop up. So we're going to go short-term bearish, longer-term neutral, as we just kind of trade in the sideways pattern here longer term. So support 21.67, resistance 23.57, short-term bearish, longer-term neutral. All right, hope that helps. Keep an eye on news. News does have a tendency to change everything in the stock market, and I wish you the best.